All right, guys, it's day 40. The outside of the bus is officially done. Everything is done, and where that white comes down on the side, I taped it off from front to the back on both sides, and I continued the almond color up there, so it has like a nice line, and then it kind of like cuts up that way towards the front of the almond, so it gave it a really nice look. Instead of just leaving that white coming down over the windows. Now it actually looks like a finished bus. I might actually do another different color, you know, not something real flashy or anything, just something to give it a little accent on the outside. But as of right now, the bus is completely done and painted on the outside. Everything, the wheels, the bumpers, the roof, all the lines, all around the windows, everything's done. I even started doing some stuff like this, like with leftover paint and stuff. I have a whole gallon of almond left, so that'll be for the inside. I just painted that like 2 hours ago, did some black on the side, did that black. I did the black along the, the window, so it's gonna start to get nice and cleaned up. I gotta do the black right there, and then as I go, you'll see it'll just start to be like the bus is becoming brand new again. But yeah, just much better than that or that, So yeah, and then got fabric. That's enough to do the entire bus. It's a lot of fabric. I'm gonna bring it home now and pull out the sewing machine and just put like 2 really heavy stitches in there, just all the way down, and then I'm gonna cut it into the pieces that I need it. So there'll be like a piece for this section, a piece for that section, a piece for that section, and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's like a tan and black, almost looks like boxers. But yeah, you got it at Walmart. It was for the whole thing. I took the whole roll of it, and it was only $19. So really good deal on that. Started cutting the foam to the size that I'm going to use it on here. This is extra. But yeah, started cutting the foam to like the pieces that I'm going to use. This is extra too. Took the stove off to do, I picked up a couple of these things too and polyurethaned them. Just like nice wooden craft baskets so I can store stuff in, and so it doesn't look like junky. It actually has that like rustic type of feel to it instead of just throwing things in like Tupperware. But I put another coat of poly on here just now before I leave for the night. That way when I come back it'll be nice and it'll be glassy like that table. But yeah, another coat of poly. Did another coat of poly around the toilet bowl seat. Oh, I also got like a sleeping bag. I was in Walmart. Grabbed a sleeping bag. Grabbed a few other things. Just don't remember what they are offhand. The fabric, the sleeping bag, the craft crates, a couple more things. Just don't remember. So the table, I was debating what I was gonna do for the stand on the table, and then I just started walking through the woods. I was like, I'm gonna go find a piece of wood and do something cool with the bottom of the table. So it's not finished yet, but this is what I found in the woods. So yeah, I found that in the woods. I stripped it of all its bark. It just so happened to be like a petrified, it's not even a tree, it's a root of an upside down oak tree or something. There was an oak tree fallen over the creek, and the entire root system was exposed, I guess, for like, however long. But these roots were like, the roots on the bottom of the oak tree were like petrified. And yeah, I found that really nice one. And it just got polyurethane. That's why it has like white a little bit, and tomorrow it'll be dry. But yeah, I cut it to the size that I needed it, and just used that. I don't know if you guys can get a good idea of what it looks like on the camera, but it looks really, really nice in person. It's got almost the same colors as the floor, like the darks. Yeah, it's really nice. So yeah, I think that's cool. Instead of just a regular leg, it's not in its permanent position yet. It's just kind of sitting there. But I cut it to the proper sizes and measured everything out and sanded and and polyurethaned it. And I'm gonna do one more coat of poly, so it's like the table, like super glossy. And yeah, that'll be my table leg. So that's what I did. I finished painting the outside of the bus, and did all of these couple things inside here. I also cleaned out the entire inside of this, and I'm getting ready to put that in its final position and bolt it down. I also put a USB thing. I gotta run the wires and stuff, but it's a USB port and a cigarette lighter for my 12-volt, just so I can plug my phones in or whatever and charge them when I'm sitting on a couch or whatever. And that couch is gonna get slid over to its final position. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So curtains, table legs, painting. I'll show you. I might as well show you guys that line I'm talking about. It's a disaster out here. I gotta clean this up. You can see on the top, it goes high there and it goes down and then straight back. So instead of looking like that, just white, kind of like stupid white, it looks nice now. It looks nice and sharp. Everything's really cleaned up. You can see like everything's like flawless. I went through with like a fine-tooth comb, and I blacked out that other window by the bathroom just for now. And I blacked out 2 windows above the kitchen on the other side, just the bottom halves of the windows where the kitchen counter is, just so it's like you don't see that wood counter. But yeah, really, it came out really nice. That stripe on the top, instead of leaving it white to the windows, did a lot. Yeah, I really like how it came out. Show you guys what I'm talking about. For the kitchen is blacked out those 2 windows. That's just where the kitchen counter is. Back of the bust. Yeah. Did the wheels again. Went over them one more time just because I had extra black and I was painting. But I really like how the top came out with the tan. Yep. I did the same thing on this side. Can't really see it. Oh, yeah, it's the same thing. So that's it, guys. That's what I did today. And my day is over because I'm starving, and I was gonna stay later, but it's getting dark out and I am starving, so I'm leaving. Tomorrow's another day. But I'm getting ready to start finishing up the final touches. Now that paint's done and I don't have to mess with the outside. Oh yeah, I painted the back door also. Painted the back door, and I also went around all the windows and cleaned up that splashed white. You guys remember, it was all messy around the rubber seals. I went back through and cleaned all the rubber seals up, made sure they're like brand new again, painted that door. So that door is now, you know, not like an ugly primer with stripes and all that crap in it. But yeah, it's painted. Oh yeah, I got a couple of rubber mats from Walmart too. And I also got a couple rubber mats for underneath my battery bank. So when I go to plug in the other 2 batteries, because there's going to be 6 batteries. So there's 4 in there now. I got to hook up the other 2. And when I do that, I'm just going to lift those other ones up and slide the rubber mat underneath all of them, just so they have a little thing against vibration. And then when I strap them down, it'll allow me to strap the batteries nice without having to like over tighten them, because the rubber will kind of act like a cushion. Let me pull against it. So yeah, so the door and the back area is starting to pull together instead of looking all messy with because the outside of the window edges, it was all nasty. I splashed white on it and I got it all messed up, and the door was all primered and it was all messy. But after I did that table, I wanted to start, you know, pulling that back together to make it start look like usable, like nice. I'm gonna get a nice like oval throw rug that goes underneath this whole area. I'm gonna bolt those benches down, and then there'll be like that'll be like kind of give it its own little section. And then I'll put still have those rugs back there, those nice rugs. So those will go somewhere too. But everything's coming together, guys. Really happy. Yeah, all the hard work is like getting to the point where it's gonna actually start feeling like it's paying off. Because I'm getting ready to the point where I can actually almost leave. And then once I get to that point, I'm not there yet, but like I think in a week I'll be done. not done, but I'll be done to the point where I feel like I can go on the road. There's just some things that I just feel like I don't think you're ever gonna feel ready to just like, you know, jump into Skoolie and just live on the road, because that's like a big change in lifestyle. But I mean, as ready as I can be. But there's still a couple of things I want to do. I still have to drop that other water tank down and link them together so they rise and fall at the same level. That'll be in the next video. That's going to be the first thing I do when I come here tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, the shower works, the sink works. The composting toilet is like, it's a composting toilet. I mean, it doesn't work or not work. It is what it is. So it's the composting toilet's fine, but I have to go, once I can finally get this fireplace in, because I'm bringing the fireplace here tomorrow and starting to build that. That'll probably be finished being built. I have to finish being built. But yeah, I have to go get the chimney for the window, because I'm not going to go through the top of the roof. I don't want to. But I'm going to go with the insulated chimney up and then out the window and then up. And then I can take it down in summertime if I don't want to and just close the window up. But I ordered those pieces and they came to the house. I just have to go get them. So yeah, so once that's done and then I can actually stock the bus with food, because as soon as this is all cleaned up, I'm going to the store and I'm going to stock it, you know, spend $1,000 and just buy everything I need, food, whatever, canned goods, can openers, hand can openers, obviously. But yeah, all that stuff, then I'll be ready to hit the road. But that's coming up very soon. You know, it's going to be within the next week or two. So all right guys, till tomorrow.